Taken over. I'm not a monarch, but I don't care. I like kings and queens. Be careful. Be very, very careful. Well, the 12-lap journey for these young chargers. Let's fire up the computer and get ready to rock and roll. All right, we got Chase Webb and Riley Curry, I think, on the front row. Charlie O'Kelly, Chase Saxeld, Elliot Johnson, Joel Blackman, Ryan Warner, Michael White, Harvey Cooper, Orlando Piovitis. Oh, what a couple here already round and about on the canteen corner. It gets them every time. You can't fit 15 carts into, 6-7 metres of tarmac. Unbelievable. They all take off and get off this circuit. The caution lights should be right. I think we've got them cleaned up off the circuit. Bit of bad luck there for a couple of our little Cadet 12s, but they'll be back. Don't worry about that. It's just another race meeting, guys and girls. Get the dust off and have another go. Well, let's have a look up front as they came under the tower for the first time. 12 laps to do. They'll be tired little barnacles when this is finished. Chase Webb, I should say. Number 33, Riley Curry there, and the number 31, Charlie O'Kelly in the 22. Young Chase Saxeld in the number 3, Joel Blackman moves up in the 64. Then we go back, Orlando, Michael and Harvey, Liam Raffel down in position 9. So the people that pump again, supporting karting here in Kalgoorlie. Eastern Goldfields Kart Club, of course, been around for a fair while. Lucky enough to personally race here myself in the opening, the first official opening at this track. And I was at the last meeting at the old track back where the airport was. That's a few days ago. And the club has really grown. Fantastic club. And of course, as I said, the host of the 1999 National Sprint Kart titles as we knew them back then, hosted here in the Eastern Goldfields. Controversy, they're all saying, oh, how can it be held out of the capital city and all that hoo-ha. And of course we had some fantastic people on board on the West Australian Karting Council, of course, led very well even back then by Gary Light, who's just retired, and people like him with the foresight and the engineering to get this club, the 99 National Sprint Kart Championships, and it was a hell of a meeting. Fantastic. We had a young charger from Western Australia, Daniel Elliott, took out, I think, 4 Australian flags that day. That was an enormous day for young Daniel. And moved on, of course. He did a bit of racing up at Wanneroo, and now family man, of course. We all, we all get older. I don't know whether we grow up, some of us, or some of yous, people. Well, let's have a look at Chase Webb out front there with Riley Curry. Oh, look at this, neck and neck in turn 1, side by side. Danger, danger, Will Robinson. Webb and Curry, they are really going for it out front at the moment. A big pack there. Looks like Charlie dropped the spot to Chase. Chase moved up 1. Michael White still there in position 5. Orlando moved up 1, so did Harvey Cooper. Who dropped off there? Joel Blackman. So Joel dropped a couple of spots, I think. Chase has moved up, got Charlie back to 4th. Still our race leaders in Chase and Riley, 1 and 2 at the moment. Oh, fast time for Chase Saxeld with a 49.145. So have a look at the number 3. He's currently in 3rd spot. And he, at the moment, circulating the fastest in his little pack of Cadet 12s. So Michael White now with a 49.062 on lap 5, so that's taken the time right down again. Let's have a look at the old Cadet 12 lap record. It was 49.472. So at 49.062 in a heat race, 4 tenths faster than the previous record held by Riley Curry back in August of 22. So, as we say, the times have just been absolutely obliterated here this weekend, this Saturday, 12th of November. Put that down as all the lap records have been done and dusted. Well, 6 laps still to go for our little fellas and girls out there. The Cadet 12s, brought to you by Prestige Universal Mining Pumps. Chase Webb still our leader. Riley Curry there, 33 and 31 respectively. Michael White moving up into 3rd spot. Charlie, where's Charlie? Back to 4th and number 22. Chase dropped a few squares. Chase now back in 5th spot. Orlando back in 6th. Yeah, Coops, Young Harvey back there in 7. Joel Blackman in 8. Warner back in 9. Elliot Johnson in 10. Liam Raffel back in 11. Keegan Murphy still going out there, and Finn Ether. So still a good field of peddlers out there. Won't it be interesting to see with the change in the environment and what's happening in the world? Just thinking about electric carts. What do you reckon? Gary Light, can you build one of them for us and see how it goes? They go pretty quick. I've watched those electric buggies and stuff. They absolutely fly. So it'd be interesting to see, won't it? If we see in our lifetime electric carts, what will there be? 6-volt ones and 12-volt ones and 24-volt ones? Time will tell. There will be a change, I think, the next 20 years. So young Webby still our race leader, number 33 on Curry boy, Riley Curry there in 2nd. Not much has changed with those two. They've had a good dice at each other, but they're still 1 and 2 respectively. Let's have a look at, well, Chase has had 2 wins. So he had the and then Chase Saxeld had a win too, the number 3. So now, but Chase Saxeld is right back in position 5. Or he just moved up to position 4. He chasing down Michael White now. So very close, the top 4 and 5. There's not much in it from the 1st spot right down to position 5. It's less than 1 second. So really good quality racing with these young chargers, the Cadet 12s. 2 laps to go of the journey. One of them will be the king at the cash. I think they get an envelope full of cash. You should see their eyes. I've seen one of them a few years ago open up the envelope. I think it had $1,000 in it. And he's looked at Dad and Mum and thought, you beauty, PlayStation, whatever. Mum's going, no, mate. Just give that to Mum. I'll sort it out. Oh, just do a runner, boys and girls. If you get that envelope, just do a runner. Righto, Webby and Curry boy. 1 and 2 still. Michael White still there in 3rd spot. Chase Saxel back in 4. Charlie O'Kelly back in 5. Orlando Piavaidis back in 6th spot. Still 2. Well, I think they'll come round with 1 to go. The lap board just changes now. 1 lap left for the Cadet 12s. These little chargers will be a bit tired tonight, mums and dads. They'll sleep well, that's for sure. Well, we hope so. They'll be still cutting laps tonight. Doing some laps of the pillow. Righto, 1 to go. Come on, girls and boys, get on the fence and let's give them what they need. Look at this, 2 and 3 wide again into turn 1. That's between Webby and Chase and Charlie there. Orlando, I think, part of it as well. Look at that, the 4 of them. You could throw a tea towel over the 4 of them there. Up the hill they go for their last chance at Kalgoorlie here at the dash for cash. But, Riley Curry's got into the lead. Michael White, Chase Webb's dropped down to third. What happened there? Chase back into fourth, Charlie into five. The checkered flag is out and ready. Look at this, look at the finish this is going to be. They're going to have a go at each other or not onto the main straight for their last time. Checkered flag. There you go, side by side. We stick together. Michael White took it off. Whitey and number 4, Riley Curry in second. Chase Saxeld in third. Orlando in 4. Charlie O'Keefe in position 5. And Joel Blackman back to halves. So what a race there. Great little race from Michael White. Took the final. And thank you, he says, I'm going to pick up the envelope.